I don't care about this right now. I don't care about a throuple. Like, who cares? I get it. It's Bridgerton. It needs some sexy good times. But I don't care. Hey, bored royalty. J.K. Calloway here. Jumping back into Bridgerton. We're on to the finale. Season 3, Episode 8. This one's called Into the Light. Which, I mean, yeah. It's gotta happen, right? Like, she's not gonna get away with another season of being whistled down. We'll see. We'll see how they wrap that up, because not only is the Queen after her ass, Colin is too, and not in the fun way. Because, yeah, last we left off, that was the big thing. At their wedding brunch. It was like their brunch, right? They call it a wedding breakfast, but, like, the Queen marches in and demands to talk to only the Bridgertons, and was like, I know it's one of you. That's whistle down. Tell me who it is. It's like, holy shit. Their wedding brunch, bitch. Like, really? Like, it's a dirt sheet. Oh my god, how bored are you? Fight hunger somewhere. Dig some wells, motherfucker. There's things to be done. Pretend to care about the people in your kingdom. How about that? Anyway. Like, it's very silly. It's very silly that the Queen would give two shits about this person. And it's like, what's she gonna do when she finds out that it's fucking Penelope? You know, someone who's been writing it since she was a child. And I don't even know how old she is. Maybe she's 17, 18, somewhere, like around that age. Essentially still a fucking child. You know, but old enough for sex. That's fine. She's been... I don't know how old they're supposed to be when they present. Someone told me it was like 16. Doesn't make me comfortable with what happened in season 1, but ew. But in theory, she's like 19, 20 years old, right? Penelope. But has been writing Whistledown for a lot longer than that. So, what's the Queen gonna do when she learns that she's been bested numerous times by a little girl? I generally don't know, but it's going to be interesting. Plus, there's the Colin situation. Colin basically is trying to throw around his weight as a man. Like, I don't want... Well, I say that, but no, it's not really true. He worries about Penelope. It is a dangerous place she's putting herself into, right? I don't know. Just handled it up this far, right? Like, think about how long it's been getting published and where she goes to publish it. And she's been fine this whole time. Respected even by the publisher because it brings them a bunch of work. Like, the printer, whatever you want to call it. I'm just saying, she's been fine. She's not the damsel you hope she is, I think. And I think part of Colin thought she would be. Right? Like, that was part of the allure, maybe, of making this happen. Of like, oh, okay, I actually do love her very much. And I'll get to be big man. I get to be big man, my little baby wife. Nope. She's gotta have a badass. So, I don't know. We'll see where this goes. There's so many ways it could go. Like, what's her nuts? Carissa? I don't remember her name right now. Douchebag. I'm trying to take credit for being Whistledown, right? She might have just found out who it was. So, she might blow the whole thing up before Penelope gets a chance to blow it up. We'll see. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. Always appreciate when you do that. Do it for me. Love you forever. But yeah, it's been an interesting season. A little bit predictable in as far as like what the storyline would be and how it would go, but there's still plenty of time to be beyond shocking here. So I'm not counting my chickens, basically. Counting my eggs before they hatch. What came first? And also, we do full reactions for every episode we do over at Patreon, patreon.com/JKReacts. And if you want to hear your name said here on the channel, go sign up and support the channel, and I'll give you a shout out one of these episodes, just like we're about to do for Abigail Mello. Thank you, Abigail. Appreciate the support. You are awesome. And like I said, you want to hear your name said on the channel, go support us on Patreon. And I'll say your name sometime. Joe Hendry joke. Into the light. We'll see. I'm a little nervous because, like, both of the finales so far have been pretty sweet. Have been, you know, resolution and delightfulness. They're due for a smack you in the face, go fuck yourself finale. We'll see what happens. Here we go. Slept on the couch. Been there. Been there. My wife is a terrible writer.
I am off to Bridgerton House for breakfast.
But my mother is coming.
I'll give you and your mother some privacy.
Oh, you do not have to leave.
I wish to.
Good morning, Mama. Cressida.
Good morning. I trust you had a happy wedding night. I'm simply paying a visit to the esteemed Lady Whistledown.
Okay.
I know your secret.
Whatever you think you know, you're incorrect.
You are going to pay me double the Queen's reward so that I might set up my life abroad. Or I will tell everyone of your true identity.
No one would believe you.
Lady Featherington, Penelope and I were just discussing whether or not I'm to be believed. Think of your daughter's love of the written word. Think of how she is so easily overlooked, allowing her to disappear for great periods of time. And then ask yourself, how it took you this long to realize she is the true Lady Whistledown.
Mama.
All the terrible things you've written about your sisters, about me, about yourself.
Yeah.
How could you, Penelope?
Entertainment, baby.
Does your husband know? Well, I would forbid it. But clearly my word is not one you choose to follow.
Well,
You must get dressed.
also, you're not her. She's not your property anymore. So fuck you.
You could have had me in checkmate, Lady Danbury.
But then the game would be over early. And what fun is there in that?
Yeah, what is your plan for after? You're just trying to win.
And why do we all suddenly know that we know?
Because Cressida discovered my secret. She demands £10,000 to keep it.
You cannot be serious.
I'm not asking for your help. I merely wanted to be honest with you.
It is not up to you what we do. If Miss Cowper spreads this gossip,
What the
it will
fuck?
besmirch our Bridgerton name.
I can pay her.
You have made that higher sum.
Slightly more, if we're being honest.
You're not paying Miss Cowper a single...
I want to hear how much.
Then perhaps you will pay her, Mr. Bridgerton.
No, he cannot.
No one is paying her.
And what do you propose we do?
I don't care about this right now. I don't care about a throuple. Like, who cares? I get it. It's Bridgerton. It needs some sexy good times. But I don't care.
Imagine being so ignored. You feel invisible. It does not excuse what she has done. Her column has reflected the cruelty around her, a cruelty I imagine you have felt too. And she did not savage you in her latest column. If even Penelope can find grace for you, do you not see that the Ton, too, will forgive you? And surely your father will welcome you back to London when all this passes. A family's love is enduring.
Not hers, though.
You take for granted that you will always have your family's support. We are not the same, Mr. Bridgerton. And we never will be.
Miss Cowper,
You have until the Dankworth Finch ball to pay me. Or the following morning. I will tell everyone. In fact, reflecting upon the lack of support I shall have in the future, perhaps I am not asking for enough from you.
Shit.
I'm afraid I have failed. And she wants double now.
Yeah. Okay.
20,000 pounds. She's lost her mind.
Why do you not have that son?
It seems I have made everything worse.
Oh, this is my fault entirely.
What do we do now?
Perhaps Penelope was right. It would have been better to just pay her.
What's, like, why do you keep showing me that? I don't care. Does anyone care? Ooh, throuple. Yay. Who gives a shit? Where is this leading? Are they vampires? Are they going to devour him? Because that would be interesting.
And if you were to give your blessing...
It is certainly not my place to give or withhold a blessing on the matter. You are both adults. After all, it is not as though I asked your permission.
What?
I know my father was a good man,
Oh.
and that you have been a very good friend.
Oh.
And that is all I need to know.
And my brother is a good man. And you are a good friend. And that is all I need to know as well.
Well, damn. I didn't know all that. Okay.
I take thee to be my lawful wedded wife, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for richer and for poorer.
And sincere in wondering.
Sorry, my
if
feet are
you would
cold.
Be so kind as to save a dance for me at the next ball.
Hell yeah.
Yes. That would be most adequate.
Very good.
Yeah, she stumbled a little bit.
A toast, Lady Bridgerton. I see your openness reflected in Benedict, your charm in Colin, your wisdom in Eloise. In this moment, when I feel so much gratitude for my new wife, I feel it in equal measure for the remarkable woman who raised her.
Thank you.
Eloise takes her cup. Yep.
I will not let my lies spread any further than they already have.
Then how am I meant to help you?
By loving me. It is not what you do for me that makes me love you. It is your kindness, your empathy. Just being you is enough, Colin. I do not need you to save me. I just need you to stand by me.
Right. Hell yeah.
Miss Cowper still hangs over us, and as long as you live with this secret, there will always be something between us.
I know. Perhaps that is the key.
What are you saying?
What?
A letter for you, Your Majesty.
What?
I have received a letter from your wife.
We had better sit.
What's your play?
As much as I've enjoyed the three of us together, I was hoping it could just be the two of us tonight.
Oh. Have you not enjoyed having Paul with us?
What? Wow.
I am beginning to care for you, Benedict. More than friends.
Are you fucking kidding me? Like, he was not...
I'm not certain that Sirius is what I want.
And that's your fault, by the way. You introduced a third, and now you're trying to unintroduce the third. And you unlocked his ass. like, he's now down to clown. I hate that term.
What happened between the three of us, what has happened ever since I met you, has made me realize how good it feels to be free.
I received a letter earlier this week from Lady Whistledown.
Mm-hmm. What's the plan?
Asking to address you all herself, to plead her case publicly before I pass my judgment.
What? Shut you're not... What? Maybe she suggested the Queen...
Not him. Her.
Damn, I was hoping maybe the letter said, hey, take credit for this. You take credit for it.
Hello, all. Or should I say, dearest gentle readers. In the beginning, I never thought anyone would take my writing seriously. Why should they? I only realize now how common that feeling must be. To be a young lady to whom no one listens. And in writing about all of you, I suddenly felt as if I had a life. I had power. But I was careless with that power. It was easy to cast aspersions from the shadows where I could not be found. But I see now how much courage it takes to live a life out in the open. Regardless of the outcome, one always has worth. But I can no longer conceal the biggest piece of information I have. My identity. That is why I am so very grateful to our Queen for forcing me out of the shadows with her most cunning scheme. I mean to aim my quill more responsibly. That is my repentance and my plea.
She seems humbled, but we will be watching that she remains so. What is life without a little gossip?
Okay. So you just outed her just to prove that you could, I guess. Whatever, you dickhead.
Now, Barney! The bugs!
What'd you say? The bugs? They're butterflies, you fucking... What the hell? The bugs, she says. That's what she said before. I thought she was a crazy person. We're all gonna get just stuck up there. Good luck with that.
I didn't know there were going to be butterflies.
Like I said, bugs.
You are a genius.
I know.
But I would not object to an annulment if you requested one. I do not wish for any harm to come to you or your family as a result of today.
Colin.
The Queen herself has accepted you.
Have you?
You are her. You have always had one voice. There is no separating you from Whistledown. Well, I would not want to.
Good.
Because forgive me, but that was bloody brilliant. I've been envious of you.
Yeah.
Of your success. Of your bravery.
Of your ability.
How lucky I am to stand by your side and soak up even a little bit of your light. If my only purpose in life is to love a woman as great as you, then I will be a very fulfilled man indeed.
And what request is that?
Let me accompany you to Scotland. Mama will love the idea of me keeping an eye on you, but in truth, I simply wish to live for a little while outside our tiny bubble.
As long as you stay in your wing of the castle.
We will be living in a proper castle.
We?
Oh. Eloise has asked to accompany us.
That is wonderful news. And thankfully my cousin has finally arrived to complete our travel party. It gives me great pleasure to introduce...
Michaela Sterling.
Oh.
And you must be? I am... Well, I'm... Francesca Bridgerton Kilmartin.
And her very nervous.
To all those who feel they have been wronged by this humble writer, my sincere apologies.
Bye.
But with every closing chapter, the story is sure to grow richer and deeper. And so it is with the heaviest heart that I write this final, unbelievably short sentence as Lady Whistledown.
Oh.
Yes.
You are.
Yes, Queen.
Oh, stop it.
I still cannot fully believe you had a boy. And the heir, no less. The new Lord Featherington is quite handsome.
I could not have written my book without the help of Philomena's auntie Penelope.
It is better than I expected.
Are you old enough to read that?
Yes.
It is here! I got almost enough for everyone.
Is it the...
And with the retirement of my literary persona, I should like to formally introduce myself.
Oh, shit. Okay.
You will stay on to enjoy them with me as we begin this next part of our journey. Yours truly, Penelope Bridgerton.
Cool. That was solid as hell. That was good. And they got really the point of this season, obviously, with Penelope and killing off Lady Whistledown, essentially. But now it's Penelope's show, man. And, you know, she'll still be writing. But now, she doesn't have to rely on, you know, knocking people down as much as she used to. She can just focus on being very, very good at writing and being clever and being, you know, interesting and fun. And yeah, that'll be cool. And plus, she's a new mom. Shit. Overall, a solid season. Really enjoyed it, but it was a little bit predictable as far as, you know, point A to point B, right? Like, we knew it was going to be Penelope and Colin this season, and it was. And they're, you know, despite the whole Whistledown thing, was there really any chance that Colin wasn't going to forgive her for that and look past it? Hell no. Like, she's the coolest. And also, as soon as you heard early in the season that he wanted to write, you know, a manuscript about his time away, it's like, oh, well, shit. They're going to figure out a way to make that work because he's going to want a book. He can't really write it. But overall, I mean, the girl, I don't know her name, the Penelope, the girl from Dairy Girls. Badass performance, kicked ass. Was like every moment she was on screen, she commanded the fucking camera, and she always kind of has. And, you know, it makes it way more way more impressive to me, because I'm pretty sure she is very Irish. like the voice she did for Whistledown when she was talking to the printers, that's her real voice, I think. Like, the Dairy Girl's voice is much closer to her real voice. I've seen her on, like, Graham Norton here and there, and it's kind of like, I can't really understand that accent. It's very thick, very fast. Talking very fast. It's like Colin, what's his name? Colin Farrell. That's the one. Colin Farrell in Bruges. You ever seen it in Bruges? It's a very good movie. Worst voice ever. Thank you guys for watching. Comments. Let me know what you thought of that one. And, you know, don't tell me in the comments who season 4 is going to be about. I'm guessing one of the older siblings. Maybe they're going back to one of the male characters. No, I wouldn't think, because they've done 2 males now and 1 female. So it might be Eloise time. But at the same time, you know, she's given no clues or no hints that she's even remotely interested in romance. And, you know, now she's going off to be by herself and, you know, meet people and stuff like that. Yes, but for the most part, be alone in Scotland, which, frankly, I'm sure if any of us could afford it, it's going to be on our list. Yeah, thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate the support. Make sure you like and subscribe, all that stuff. And for now, keep an eye out for the other stuff we're doing. House of the Dragon, The Boys, the Bears coming, lots of stuff. So keep an eye out. More stuff to come. We will talk to you next time.